is up, everybody? Welcome back to Ink and Insights, your weekly comic book breakdown / highlight reel, where we're talking about all our favorites from the previous week of releases, Marvel, DC, Image, and the Indies. As always, I'm joined by the homies, man. I got both of them in here tonight, E from 9 Panel Grid and Nick from Comic Culture. Fellas, what's up? E, what up, bro? Good to see you.
Good to see you, man. I'm doing good, man. I'm rocking my Bible Bonkers shirt today here, so I'm going to be bringing that Baby Billy energy tonight. Hope you're ready for it. Prepare yourself.
Love it, bro. Good to see you, man. Everything good out there on the west?
I can't complain too much, and if I, like the saying goes, man, I can complain all day, but ain't nobody going to listen, so it's all good.
Amen to that, brother. Amen to that.
We'll listen to you.
Oh, Nick, what up, bro?
Doing good, man. Hanging out, just counting, working for the weekend. You know what I mean? So things are packed during the summer. Kids got a bunch of clubs and stuff, and all sorts of stuff happening this time of year. But glad to be chilling with you guys.
Oh yeah, man. Glad to have you back. Had a incredible Prime Day show last night over there on your channel. Mm-hmm. Did you want to go ahead and get into some of those deals before we kick the show out tonight and let people know what they can still take advantage of before it's too late?
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we met last night over on my channel. So I had these two fine gentlemen with me. We've just kind of scoured the Prime Day deals, seeing what kind of comic book stuff is out there. Of course, disclaimers, there's plenty of other places to buy books. So if you're not a fan of Amazon, go to your LCS and check them out. Go to any store you might have. But if you don't have anything around, that's their last option. Check out Amazon and support the creators that way as well. They get a cut either way. So we did a great job of kind of going through. We took some recommendations from the chat, some books to check out. Certainly a lot of things were put on my radar that I didn't even know about. So I'm blaming some of you guys for that as well. But just some of the highlights. We did find, and thanks to Stu, we did find Frank Miller's Daredevil Artist Edition. This is like damn near 11 by 17. It's huge. It's great. It's hardcover edition for like less than $50. That's an insane deal, 67% off. Incredible stuff. If you haven't read Mouse, we have the hardcover and the 2 trades paperback set. Art Spiegelman, it's a great series there. So it's one of the most highly acclaimed books. You can definitely check that out in hardcover if you want to. We had Secret Wars from Hickman for less than like $15. Yep. That was great. We had Monica from Dan Klaus for like $18. It's like 40% off. It's crazy. We had a TMNT Ultimate Collection Volume Number 1 for $12. That's crazy. It's 300 something pages. It's like the black and white Ultimate Edition. It's really cool. And then we had one of the oddball ones we found was the complete Far Side Edition for like $60. It's half off. And there's a hardcover edition as well. So if you were a kid like me growing up in the 80s and 90s reading Far Side and Close to Home and all those one-panel comics, man, it was a good time. And getting that whole collected edition inside of a cool box set, it's a good time. Good time for sure. But if you want to know more deals, head over to my channel. Got both these guys joining me last night, and there's plenty of links down there. Check the deals out. See what you might want to be getting into.
Yeah, hell yeah. A lot of great finds. A lot of great savings. A lot of great value there. So make sure you guys go check that out. Like we said last night, those IDW artist editions are going crazy, y'all. So if that's your bag, make sure you check that out because it's definitely the time to do so. But yeah, shout out to Nick for putting together a great curation there last night.
No, yeah, thanks for your guys' help. Appreciate you.
Oh yeah. Real quick, let's get to the chat before we start on our news, man. We have quite a lot of news to get to before we talk about comics. Bob in the building? No, you do not, bro. Congrats on the firsties. We got Wargout in the building. What up, man? He's greetings from New York City, aka Championship City, aka Socialist City. Oh yeah.
Check.
Yep.
Congrats, bro. 203. Wargout most serious. Bob in the chat. Who else? Did I miss something? What up, brother? Good to see you, man. Oh yeah. Hope everybody's doing well out there in TV land. All right, let's get into it, man. We had a bunch of news to get to, a bunch of crazy things happening out there. We got back-to-back Batman animated trailers and back-to-back days, y'all. So we're gonna start with that. Let's start off with Nightfall. Nightfall's gonna be a 3-parter, and we got a little 1-minute peek at part 1 yesterday.
Gotham City needs Batman.
Batman, you haven't slept since Arkham exploded 2 days ago. Maybe we should ask John Paul for help. His training is coming along.
We're all that stands between those inmates and the fall of Gotham.
They say you are the greatest detective. And yet you did not see this coming. I intend to break you.
Then give it your best shot.
Let chaos reign in Gotham.
We have to help Batman.
Suit up.
Well, that's a gritty new look for the Dark Knight.
Something else is going on out there.
Come get some! The guilty must pay.
Ooh-wee.
Damn.
So hyped for this one. You know, I've been on record as being the stand for DC animation. I think they've just been such a consistent production house, just a quality movie after quality movie. This one looks no different. I just love the animation just gets better and better. This one looks incredible. The voice acting. I know they got our boy from Breaking Bad, Anson Mount, as Bane in this joint. Like it's.
Well, Anson Mount's Batman, Michael Mando.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
show.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's just, it's something to behold, man. I just think they've done a great job. But yeah, fellas, y'all's thoughts.
It looks good, man. I think it might end up being better than the comic books actually were, man. Because that storyline drug on and was very 90s. I think that the cartoon has the opportunity to maybe streamline it a little bit more. I'm excited for this, man. It's gonna be
absolutely, yeah. I love it. And a little bit. We got John Paul in it. We got like the the reinvention costume. You know what I mean? Like we're not skipping any of that. So I love that. But yeah, Nick, how about you?
Yeah, it just looks like a lot of fun, man. It's really cool. There's so many characters in the story and so many characters on the screen there. It's gonna be a good time, man. I liked all the designs. Yeah, it just looks like a lot of fun. Lots of action, lots of craziness. Yeah, we're eating well with DC animation right now.
Absolutely, they've done such a great job with like the books in the past, like Dark Knight Returns and Long Halloween. I think they just recently did breaking that one up into like 2 or 3 parts. So yeah, I have all the confidence in them that they're going to pull this one off. But not to be outdone, today, this morning, early, we got Batman Cape Crusader, a look at season 2 from Amazon Prime.
We are losing this fight.
Not a fight anymore, boss. It's a war.
It's our job to protect this city, no one else's.
Yeah, you and your bat buddy.
When we get rid of the Batman, Gotham will be ours.
Some in Gotham call the so-called Batman a hero. But I ask you, has the Batman made your children safer?
Now, it's a party!
Daylight robberies, random shootings, more in the last 3 weeks than in all of last year.
Nobody's crossing this Riddler guy.
I'm running things.
The whole city's on the verge of panic.
This kind of chaos can spin out of control.
Then it's down to you. Again.
Pennyworth, it's me. I need the car.
Sane people don't dress like bats and do detective work for free.
I want him dead! You get me? Dead! Dead! Dead!
I've come to awaken you.
To show you
Show me what?
What you are.
Shall we begin?
All right. Oh, my bad. Oh.
Come on.
Right?
Oh my god, dude.
That's good.
All
man.
right. Yeah. If I had to pick one over the other, man, that Cape Crusader looks fantastic, man. That Bruce Timm like imagery that you like,
Yes.
like evokes the animated series look and feel. Oh my god.
It's
I'm
more
excited.
grittier and like more noir-y, you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see the Joker, but what I loved about the first season was like the randomness of the villains, like all those like, you know, old school cats they were pulling from. So I hope they continue to do that in this season. It looks like they will, but man, I just love and the voice acting, like Hamish Linklater as Batman and just like everybody else. Like I don't know who it was that they had screaming, "I want him dead, dead, dead!" But like, bro, it just sounds fantastic, man. So it sounds like they put an amazing product together. We're Batman fans. It's such a great time to be alive right now.
I was so enamored with the trailer. I may have missed it. Did it say when that's releasing? When is that one dropping?
So that one, they're gonna give us all 10 episodes at once. I think at the end of July. Hold on. I thought I had it.
Oh man.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, you guys got anything else you want to say about that one?
I just immediately was thinking about the animated adventures, right? So it was like it's crazy. Those skyscraper shots, right? That aesthetic, those long windows, all that stuff. I was like, oh man, it's taking me back. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. Like the gangster motif and everything, the Tommy guns, the old school cars, like it's so cool. I will say it's a little, you know, shooting a question mark into a wall with a Tommy gun with that kind of precision is a little bit far-fetched for me, but I think I might forgive that.
Wow.
Yeah, just suspend disbelief if you can.
Yeah. The whole trailer had me until that moment. I was like, that's not real.
Last day of July, July
Yeah.
31st, we get all 10 episodes.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here for it. You know, and it reminds me, Stu, something that we were talking about the last episode too with Wes Craig's new Superman project. You had mentioned, right? Like that Art Deco look, man. Apparently, maybe that's just that influence is seeping into the comics, into the animation. Like, yeah, just there's something in the air with that kind of stuff. It's all the kids are craving it. Apparently, I'm here for it.
Yeah,
looks good.
Absolutely. Yeah, can't wait. Exciting couple of days of previews. Flash called it. Flash called it. Make this some fun, please. Just a little bit. Flash, what up?
I'm so much fun at parties.
Yeah. Speaking of absolute Batman fans, there's one. We got Jay in the building. What up, Jay? I was just going to drop my like and share, but that was too good to not say anything. Whatever. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, man.
Oh, yeah.
What's up?
Thanks for coming through. All right, fellas, let's move on to the controversy that has rocked the industry.
Yep. All right, see you guys.
This past week, the JRJR Amazing Spider-Man 1000 cover, right? Yeah, the shrug, the infamous
the shrug heard
pose
around the
now,
world.
right? Indeed, it got pulled. Then it didn't. We didn't ever have like official confirmation. It was all like sneaky deek behind the door. Like they changed it on these like websites and stuff like that. People were going on these we got a Pepe Larraz now as cover A and stuff like that. And then Cebulski's out here saying it was all rumors in the first place and they were never going to change it. JR's laughing all the way to the bank. It's ended up being a huge. Obviously, the tide has turned in his favor, right? It's been the celebration of his artwork and his legacy and his impact on the industry, rightfully so. But yeah, just curious to hear y'all's thoughts. E, did you want to talk about some of these recolorings before we get into this? Because you included a bunch of them.
Well, yeah. So to go into it, I think that this just is. I can't talk about it without kind of talking about my feelings towards the entire thing that has happened here. And it's just another exercise in Marvel fuckery, because I can't think of a better way to put it. There's artists out here that aren't getting paid from Marvel at this point that we've heard reports on, right? So to have an industry icon, fight me, industry icon JR, have his cover pulled, you don't do that. There's a principle of the thing. Whether you like the cover or not, the guy is a freaking legend. And I think that it was a really cool thing to see the industry, not even just the industry, but some fans too, right? Out there backing up the dude and like saying like, you know what? Like, guys, like it or not, it's an iconic artist with an iconic image, and look what we can do with it, right? And that's what the outpouring really kind of like was about, was like showing, guys, look at what happens with different color techniques that we could put behind this image. So what you see right here is cover 1000, painted, by the way, by Paulo Rivera. Like, no slouch by any means here. Fantastic artist. But you see the pencils from JRJR on the other side. Now, all the artists that kind of came out with an outpouring of support for JRJR, if you flip over to the next couple slides here, you can see this is what I've been saying for years, guys. You give JRJR a different color palette and you get a completely different image. This guy draws for the era that, I mean, that kind of like defined his popularity, right? Late 80s, early 90s kind of stuff. Look at that. That's a world of difference.
That's like a Joe Jusko trading card or something like that.
For real. That's one of my favorites right there. That one freaking pops like crazy. I think that was Dev Pramanik that did that one, artist.
And it's like you can tell when on the shading, like with the background and on certain parts of Spidey's suit, that he kind of wanted it to blend together. And I think he said as much on record. Like,
yeah,
he was hoping that, you know, the colorists would pick up on that.
Like that one right there. That straight up reminds me of like the John Byrne joint of like when he's falling through
the negative space joint.
Yeah, dude. Anyway, I thought it was really cool to see the outpouring of support from other artists in support of JR with this kind of stuff. Does he need it? No. The guy, again, like whether this cover had anything to do with his legacy or not, he's a legend. He doesn't need this, but come on, man. Like, I feel like Marvel did him dirty when he's been there rocking with Marvel forever and ever. So it was really cool to see that.
Absolutely. Nick, you had anything you want to add?
Nope.
I know you did.
Nope. I got in the comics way later in life. I've been reading for about 11 years now. JR has not been one of those guys that I gravitated towards style-wise. I appreciate the legacy and appreciate the effort and the family legacy and everything and the contributions he's had over time and stuff, but he's not necessarily an artist that I resonate with. And so I don't think that anything should be pulled. That's not the answer to this. Yeah. So it's a shame that he had to go through that and that the community had to reach out and try to reel things back in. It's not great. I do like the additional or the alternate colors that we were just showing there from different various people. I think it does it better justice than that. But yeah, at some point, I can't imagine what his other options were when they approached him and said, "Hey, we need ideas for cover 1000. What do you got?" You know, like what were his other ideas for poses and things like that? You know, it just seems like I don't know. If I wanted to play a trick on Marvel and be sarcastic and condescending, I would have made a shrugging Spider-Man, and that's kind of what I see. So it's an interesting choice for a design and for a pose, right? It's weird, you know. You see Pepe Larraz's and it's kinetic and it's just in your face and it's stylized. You know what I mean? So like, it's just weird. I don't know. Something about it that doesn't fit for me.
And that speaks to the juxtaposition of ASM that we had seen anyway. We all gave it a shot when they relaunched it with the new creative team of Joe Kelly and Pepe Larraz as the main artist, and then JR being like the pitch hitter and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing I can't say. It doesn't necessarily make sense, man. Like there's no cohesion behind their plan for their primary character, and that's a shame.
Yeah, never, like ever.
Ever,
for sure. And they've kind of drug him along in the dirt too, like with a lot of these recent relaunches, right? He's either been the guy or like, you know, the filling guy or whatever. But like at this point, it's you know, I don't know. I'm not here for I'm just not here for like the piling on, and it's happened before with him. I think he had a sketch cover that he did at a con, and some guy blew him up on Instagram, posted about how displeased he was and just didn't handle it correctly, and a bunch of people like piled on. It's just not the way to treat people with legacies that have literally defined the visual identity, look, and feel of some of these characters. So I think at the end of the day, whatever was going on, just like things getting pushed around, and I don't know, but I am glad that like the tide turned in his favor, and we have been for the better part of a week now been celebrating the man's career and legacy. Nick, I just want to say, like, I completely feel where you're coming from though, because like the blocky thing is not always resonated with me, and if JR wasn't present like he was with like Punisher, Warzone, X-Men, and all that stuff in my childhood, I don't know if I'd still be like approaching him in adulthood like for the first time. I don't know if I'd feel the same way.
Yeah. And so I want to ask you guys a question about this real quick. So if you think about Frank Miller, how many times do we have to defend Frank Miller on a cover? Right. We're buying those covers all day, but there's armies of people out there that are like, this is trash. What is he doing? And it's like, tell me the difference. Right. So we have somebody in their prime growing up that was absolutely revolutionary and changed the game. We can't look at comics the same way as, since he did the thing. Right. So it's like, but now he's doing work, and it's a lot of people are hating on it big time. And there's parallels here. It's not the same, but there's parallels. Right. So I don't know where we draw the line. We're going to start pulling Frank Miller covers. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's like at the same time, but then on the other side of the coin, I'm not mad at those guys for getting paid and
no one's
job. You know what I mean?
Like,
but
shit, talk about legacy.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know. These guys still have the will to draw. It's like I just don't like every time. It seemed like every other Frank cover, it was just like a bonfire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like.
Oh yeah,
just like, chill out.
He never drew a shrugging Spider-Man dropping a deuce, as Dr. Wargott would say.
All of this stuff does remind me of something. Nick Dragotta, I can't remember where it was, but he just had an interview sometime in the recent past year, maybe last 2 weeks, and one of the things that he was saying was that like. Traditionally back in the day, we had the penciler and the inker, and the inker really defined a lot of that artistic quality. It totally changed a lot of artists. And he was like, the colorist nowadays is really the modern day inker. That it can really change the dynamic quality of a picture. And I think that this is a prime example of that kind of thing, because these, for all intents and purposes, these are all different images, right? The pose is the same, but vastly different each and every interpretation. So if Nick sees it, Nick Dragotta, then he's a pretty smart dude with great artistic quality. I would listen to him.
Well, and real quick, like honestly, when I'm looking at this colored version right here, like I'm not mad at the lines. I'm not necessarily mad at the colors. I'm mad at the pose. It's not his line work. It's the pose that gets me the most. 99% of it's the pose. Don't mind the colors. If he had Spider-Man swinging in Pepe Larez's version and it looked just like this color-wise, I'd be down with it. Something about this pose is like, it's like trolling in a way. I can't help but say it like that. It's weird.
It's funny. I never saw the shrug until people started talking about it. And
dude,
now
his shoulders are clearly, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
And now I can't not see it. Yeah. So
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Stu, we here? Are you frozen, buddy?
Nope, he might be.
That's a yes. All right.
Or he's just doing the bit really well.
That would be hilarious. Yeah. All right. So let's move on. Nick, you cool to keep hanging with us here a little bit?
Yeah, I'll hang out with you. Yeah.
All right. Let's go on to the next news item while Stu comes back here. The next up, we had a whole litany of new, not announcements, because we knew that these were coming down the pipeline. You back, bud?
Yeah, I think. Sorry, had a glitch in the Matrix.
No, you're all good. I was just jumping into the news items here. I'll let you kind of take it. I just said we have new comic books.
Yes, we do. DC Next Level. The what number of wave is this, fellas? Do y'all know?
3. Yeah.
yeah, let's hold on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to pull my tabs and all that stuff together after getting voted off. All right, so we're going to start with Titans. Yeah, this is probably the one I'm least excited for. We got Red Hood leading the team in this one. Kyle Higgins and Danielle Di Nicolo. When one of their own vanishes after attending a rally for Ascend, a fast-growing youth movement training kids to survive in a world shaped by superhuman conflict. Fair Play, Cheshire Cat, Proxy, and Wildcard will do whatever it takes to find their friend, including teaming up with Red Hood. Jason thinks they're soft and reckless. They don't understand how he can still kill people. Now they have to work together whether they like it or not. Yeah, so I don't know. This one is like just all YA, to me.
Yeah.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys, do you think that this one's going to stick with all these new characters?
No.
Okay.
Not for me personally. Yeah, but this
It's
is
not going
maybe
30
offering...
issues, right? I mean, come on.
I don't know, man. New characters is just such a hard thing to get across. It's really a hard bridge to traverse. So I don't know.
Let's silver lining this though, because it's kind of cool, and I know the other stuff that we're going to be talking about, and those books are maybe a little bit more in line with our own personal tastes. It's kind of cool that they're offering something for a younger reader, though, right? This is the young adult kind of approach, and if they're going to be drawing in new readers that way, it's not for us. But hey, if that other audience, hopefully it resonates with them, and that becomes a really popular book. We can cross our fingers on that.
Yep.
We always need fresh blood.
I love this guy, Mr. Silver Linings.
Yeah. You're right.
Love it, E. All right. Next up, we got a new Tomorrow Begins for the Legion of Josh Williamson and Hayden Sherman. Reimagining the future of the DC Universe 1,000 years after the last son of Krypton's rocket crash on the Kent farm comes a new future inspired by the Man of Tomorrow. But this new future is in danger. Superheroes are outlawed. Deadly enforcers known as the Persuaders keep the populace of the United Planets in check. Worlds are at war, and in this dark tomorrow's last glimmer of hope, R.J. Brand has been brutally murdered. Can the mysterious Brainiac 1 of 5 solve Brand's murder? To restore hope to the universe, he must assemble a legion of gifted young rebels from across the cosmos. Yeah.
I'm down for it, man. I feel like, and maybe I'm speaking from my own experience, but I feel like all the old heads in my life when it comes to comic books are huge fans of the Legion of Superheroes. It just whatever. It lights their fire, right? My LCS owner, he's just the biggest fan of Legion of Superheroes, and it's been so long since they've had a good run. So I have to imagine he is stoked for this. Now, the other thing that's cool about this is the idea of the Legion is that they're in the far future of the DC universe, and it's a world and a team of superheroes that are all inspired by Superman, right? That's the whole reason that they exist, was to kind of live up to the legacy of Superman and what he did for the Earth. And knowing that DC KO kind of took him off the table, I have to imagine that this is going to be kind of playing into the missing Clark Kent of it all too. So that's got me kind of excited as well.
Do we know how long this is going to be? Did they mention that?
One sec.
I'm worried about Sherman's availability. That's all.
Sherman delivers.
I do not see. We got a 40-page debut issue.
Interesting. Yeah. Because I know they took a break on Wonder Woman recently, so I'm wondering how long that's going to last, and then how long this is going to go on, and if they can balance both books and anything else they got going on.
Well, they did have Wonder Woman and Dark Patterns going on simultaneously.
True.
Yeah, but I'm wondering how much Dark Patterns was in the can already. But Wonder Woman's been going on for a while, so yeah, not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Legion never really resonated with me.
I'm with you. Yeah, me too.
I don't. When did you get into it, E?
I'm not, but I'm excited.
Oh, okay.
This will basically be my introduction, but
it just feels like 90s Superman people. Was that when it was big, or?
No, I'm talking
Like
you got to go
80s?
further back. We're talking
Okay.
70s, like
Oh,
60s.
okay.
You know, like
Heard.
yeah, this was like the Silver Age kind of.
I thought you meant me when you said old heads. You know what I mean? So
no, we're graduating up to that level soon, right? But we're not
Oh.
there yet. There's still.
Are you sure? I think
we're still having our comic book midlife crisis right now. You know, so
Yeah.
fair enough.
I think like anything DC super cosmic or super time travel-y, I don't really resonate with. And I feel like this is going to be a lot of that. So maybe I'm wrong. I have no clue. That's my impression.
I mean, it's been cool seeing these characters like interact in his Superman series and stuff like that. But I think I like it at that level of like,
Just
if
in and
I
out.
don't know if I can do a full like.
You keep the
Because I'm looking at this
no.
art. The art looks great, but like I don't know anybody. I mean, there's a young Brainiac there, but I don't know anybody else.
Right.
That
Yeah,
doesn't
me
get
too.
you guys excited a little bit though, like something new, like
No.
wow, interesting.
It's like an old dog, new tricks kind of thing. It's like, oh man, I got a lot of books to
Maybe
read.
you guys are old heads. Get off my lawn, DC.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'll check it out. I mean, it's a great creative team, and it's a complete blind spot. Great creative team. I'll definitely check it out.
I'm definitely gonna give him a little
Yeah.
bit of. I'll give him a couple issues of Landing Space, but after that, I'm gone.
I can't wait to come back and be like, guys, go ahead and tell me I was right. I feel like this is gonna be a hit. I feel like this is gonna be like.
I want to be wrong.
Josh has been on fire lately. I mean, he's really
Yes.
been in his bag on Superman. So like,
Yeah.
I think he can definitely pull it off. He loves this. I hear him talk about this team all the time with Sal from Comic Pop. Like he loves this team. So
Yeah.
got a genuine passion for these characters. That's for sure. All right. Finally, the announcement, the biggest one, y'all. Doom Patrol, Darcy Van Polgeest, and Nico Henriken, I believe. The Doom Patrol is broke, adopting the Heroes for Hire business model to stave off financial and emotional ruin. The team finds itself responding to what seems like a simple case, a missing cat. But when this case proves to be far from simple, the world's strangest heroes find themselves pulled into a truly out-of-this-world situation. And elsewhere, beyond the view of Robot Man, Elastigirl, and Negative Man, and perhaps even beyond the veil of our reality, a ghost of the team's past is preparing to cross into their world. Of course, we're all huge fans of Darcy Van Polgeest. This one has an incredible cover set as well. We got Clayton Crane, Ian Bertram, Ashley Wood. I got them all here. But yeah, this one floored me. Did not see this one coming. Darcy has all these books coming in like inside the same week in September.
2 weeks. Mm-hmm.
Right? Or something like that. Yeah, the first couple weeks of September, he's got this, The Cutting Garden, and the Harmon Blade, which we're going to talk about here in a minute with Ian Bertram. But yeah, this, huge fan of this team. Love the Morrison run. Love the TV show. Just love the quirkiness aspect of the core and everything that they got going on. And I just think this is obviously the best writer and artist team up for this. I don't know if y'all are very familiar with Nico's artwork. I know I'm familiar with it with Brian K. Vaughan Spectators.
Yeah. Most recently.
That's what it was, yeah.
But yeah, this one just knocked me out of my socks. How about y'all?
Nick, go ahead.
No, I really love this idea. I think DC is giving them just a team to play with, seeing how the reception is, seeing how he can craft a story with these characters. I think Darcy's really brilliant at dealing with really emotional stories, ragtag team of characters, doing something really fun and cool and exciting and different. He can certainly write a very well crafted drama type story. And I think these characters fit all those check boxes, right? So I think this is a perfect set of characters. It's an entry level thing for DC for him. He can play around with it with little consequence. He's got a great artist on top of it, some amazing cover artists to grab some attention. So I think DC's setting him up for success. It's not Darcy and a little bit weaker artist, right? This is a better artist that we can deal with, and I think it's a great spot for him to be in, and just make some waves over in DC. Maybe they'll promote him to something bigger and better after this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, bro?
It was kind of funny. So I was I went back and listened to Stu, one of our previous episodes, where we were going over the Comics Pro announcements, which these in essence were, because sometimes you go back in time and watch your game tape, right? That's how you get better. And it was crazy because this title was one of them. We kind of knew Josh Williamson had kind of let it slip because he was excited that he was doing Legion, but we didn't know the artist yet. And we knew about the new Teen Titans, but this one was a complete blind spot. We knew that Doom Patrol was coming. We had no idea who it was. And I remember the day that we found this out, all of us were in the back chat just going like, oh my God, DPP is on the Doom Patrol. And I still feel that same way. I still have that same energy as the day that we heard about it, man. I'm so stoked for this book. The artistic, the art is going to be fantastic. The covers look amazing. This is one of those times where I'm going to break my rule. When I put this on my pull list, I'm just going to be like, give me all the covers. Just give them to me, because the Ashley Wood one looks great. We already know the team of Darcy and Ian is something I'll never pass up. So I got to get his cover. Just color me excited, man. I just want it all.
Yeah, absolutely. Same. Here's some other Nico art. Just if you guys hadn't seen them before.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, it's great. It's got a great texture to it, doesn't
absolutely.
it?
Absolutely. Yeah. Can't wait. Can't wait to see it in action. So pumped for that one. Also, let me re-pull up the image here. The Harmon Blade, dude. This recently got announced. I think this all got announced right after our show last week. So this one is going to be obviously Darcy and Ian Bertram reuniting. 4-issue fantasy series this fall. We got Matt Hollingsworth on colors. Wow. Letterist Hassan Atsman El Hal and Ben Didier back on design. Again, from the guy who was on Precious Metal, did an incredible job on that. This book already looks incredible. This comic follows a young man on a desert world who is chosen by the titular sword to slay the god hoarding the planet's water. Yet before the boy can begin his journey, he must first face his demons and answer the Carmine Blade's call. Art thou he who taketh me in hand? Art thou he who shall slay a god? Darcy said of this one, yes, the Carmine Blade is a dark fantasy with an all-powerful sword, a giant wolf, and dueling deities, and all those beautiful things. But what makes it so special is that it's been made with a kind of experimentation that comes from pushing and pulling at the medium we love. We are committed to the idea of making something that requires collaboration from the readers as much as from ourselves, and that's what we've done. The Carmine Blade is for everyone who loves the questions as much as the answers. Nick? The weirdos and the weirdos and the
I'm setting up my doc right now. I'm going to set up my document right now.
Get the court board ready, bro. The weirdos and the poets for those brave enough to embark on a quest of their own. Ian Bertram adds, the Carmine Blade is a feral work. I love that. A feral work. It's something Darcy and I made in a swamp of beautiful and festering creativity. Now it emerges tall and rough and wide-eyed, glistening and set to purpose. Ian should write, bro. It's a work of passion and obsession, and I can't wait to finally set it free and share it with everyone. Obviously, these guys first got together in Little Bird in 2019, and then we had Precious Metal in 2024. Incredible books, both. Highly encourage you guys to pick those up if you haven't already. But yeah, issue 1 is dropping September 9th. We got 2 different covers from Ian and also Aaron Connolly. His Darcy's book with Aaron Connolly, The Cutting Garden, will be released by Image on September 2nd, so a week before. And his relaunch of Doom Patrol, which we just talked about, will launch on the same day. So bro is getting it in, man. But just like the preview pages from this one look incredible. Sorry, I had it set up earlier, guys. I don't have them now. But regardless, go check it out. Can't wait for this one. Highly anticipated. I love and /8 that we get so many great works of art, whether it's movies, comic books, what have you, in this last quarter, this last season of the year. But that's just the way it goes. But yeah, regardless, man, this announcement along with Doom Patrol, I mean, come on,
dude, I'm not sorry at all. Darcy's out here single-handedly saving 2026 for comic books, and thank you for it. I appreciate it. And if he's looking for collaboration with the readers, who better to collaborate with these three gentlemen right here? So Darcy, if you're listening, we're ready for you, buddy.
Yeah, who else has 5 hours of page-by-page breakdowns on YouTube for past stories? Putting in the work,
by
man.
page.
page by page. Although to be honest, we skipped the page on Precious Metal. I did a rewatch and I was like, we skipped the page. Damn it. We had to go back and film it. We got to go back and film it.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm super excited for this. It's the exact same team from Precious Metal. And man, it looks so good. Just the covers alone. It's really cool to see Ian's progression as well from Little Bird to Precious Metal to this and just the still shots that we got. He's definitely got some cool textures that he's working with in this cover here with that tattered t-shirt and whatnot. So, I mean, it certainly looks like Precious Metal Little Bird universe, but it's not. It's a brand new thing. Not to say that continuation is not going to happen at some point, but I'll take anything from this creative team at this point. It looks fantastic. And yeah, we're going to be eating well in September with some Darcy work, man.
Dude, I'm totally going to be looking through this book simultaneously to Ian's sketchbook that came out, his Kickstarter, just to see like if I notice any kind of influence things. Or
it'll be there. Yeah.
Drawing from that on here. Oh my God.
For sure.
Yeah, I can't wait. I just already with this cover, like that wing right there, just coming across the way it looks like a blade. It's just like, I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be incredible. Absolutely. Yeah. We got Matt in the building station, brother.
What's up, dude?
Hope you're doing well, man.
Matt?
Thank you for coming through. Yeah, drooling for it, bro. Can't wait. There's gonna be 2 Bertram covers. Make sure you get both of them. I am an Uncan Training Flash. That is correct. That is correct, brother. So Flash might give that Teen Titans book a try for. I didn't realize Fair Play is Mr. Terrific's son. That makes sense. That's interesting.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm relearning that again. That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, Bob's gonna give Legion a try for Sherman. Were people shitting on Sherman's character designs? I dig them. Since I
got no time for that.
Yeah,
get out of here if you're saying that.
I mean, dude, look at how do you look at Absolute Wonder Woman? Like what? Even though there was Mattia that illustrated that Golden Athena in that annual, like that was Sherman's design. You know.
Yep.
I think they were probably talking specifically about that other book that we just covered a minute ago.
Okay.
Like that, just the character designs on that one. But maybe in general, who knows?
Who is alternating? Is that Sherman that's alternating with Nick Klein?
Is that why Klein can't do freaking Infernal Hulk?
Watch Nick Klein come over to DC and just totally do like this 24 issue run.
Just run it back to back to back.
Nailing it every issue.
Every month.
Every month
for 3 years. Like
3
never
years
misses.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to draw the Hulk anymore, damn it.
That would be fucking hilarious, yeah.
I already did that.
Right. All right.
Yikes.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. We got Ashley Wood on that joint, bro. Check it out. Yep. We got Pete in the building. Pete Station, brother. Thank you for coming through, man. Always good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. We've already man,
dude. Believe me,
we're already on it.
Yeah,
we're already on it. We got you.
We probably got like auto send emails to him daily, just like, is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? Is it ready yet?
Brother Joe in the building. Brother Joe, what up, man? Station, good to see
dude?
You. Hope you're doing well out there in TV land. All right, I think we just got. I don't know how many more pieces of news? Where are we at?
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I need to drop out of here. I'm gonna let y'all take over for the rest of the show.
All right, man. Thanks for coming through, brother.
Yeah, it's good seeing you guys. Have a great rest of your show. See you later, chat. Peace out, guys.
Good to see you, bro. Peace.
Thanks.
Later.
You too.
Oh, yeah.
Bye.
All right. Get that out here. All right, that's. Man, I want to talk about this before we do anything else. This got announced today, bro. Conan. We're getting Conan from Gennady Tartakovsky, who did Primal. If you guys aren't familiar, Samurai Jack.
Yes.
Yeah. So many animated masterpieces. This one's going to be in collaboration with the Cartoon Network and Prime Video. The official overview is that after finding love with the pirate queen Belit, a battle-hardened. Am I pronouncing that right? I hope I'm not doing it.
Yep.
Okay. A battle-hardened Conan defies gods, fate, and even death to save her from a dark sorcery that threatens to destroy everything. Yeah, I'm so here for it. This is like super early stages. Apparently, Tartakovsky had a pitch for an animated adaptation for the character back in 2008. This has been something that's kicking around his head for a while. He posted on Instagram earlier, saying that he was late to the party. He had a picture of the art kind of like after everybody else had talked about it, but he said that he really thought this was, he's really proud of it, or, the direction they were going, and he thought it was going to be faithful to Robert E. Howard's vision of the character. So, man, say fucking less. Like, this is just such mega news, especially after what he did with Primal. I mean, they should have given him the job before that, really, but Primal was a Conan story. Oh my god!
Like, I've seen the Clone Wars that he did. I've seen Samurai Jack, and those were all fantastic. I've never seen that though. But I mean, come on, like Conan, what is best in life? This is best in life. Like, I'm ecstatic, man. Like, when you sent me the link to this news article, I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe nobody thought of this in the past, because it's such a perfect, beautiful pairing. And like, I can't wait to, well, you have seen it because you've seen Primal, and I know that's like a barbarian-esque character that he's dealing with in that too, right?
Yeah, it's like basically a caveman type character who's very much like Conan, right? Like, just battle hardened, and like he makes friends with a T-Rex, like a dinosaur, and it's basically about their travels throughout the land type deal. It's amazing. Yeah, like,
I can't wait to see the animation, because I've seen those quick samurai characters, for lack of a better word, right? We've seen Samurai Jack, and I've seen the Jedis kind of like with their lightsabers and whatnot. I'm kind of anxious to see that animation and what they do with like a larger character, having not seen Primal, and see how they can still keep that action flowing and energetic, being a little bit bulkier and grounded, I guess, if you will.
You gotta watch Primal, bro. It's so good. It's incredible.
I'll have to check it out.
Highly recommend. Yeah. Absolutely. But yeah, so pumped for this news. All right, I'm gonna call it there on the news. Let's get into these comics, man. We got a bunch of books to talk about. What do you want to talk about first here off the worth a mention list?
I'm gonna start with what was my runner-up pick of last week, which was Concrete, Sand and Stone #1, the reintroduction of this character from Dark Horse, from Paul Chadwick. I'm not caught up with Concrete. I know enough to be a little bit dangerous, and that's about all I have. But I don't feel like, as strange as it sounds, I don't feel like I was lost in this issue. And I think part of that is because of the approach of the book. And people hear the premise, man's consciousness is placed inside of an alien rock body, and they're like, oh, cool, sci-fi, let's buckle up for our space blasters and craziness. And it's like, no, it's not that at all. It's this incredible slice of life kind of book with people just dealing with semi-real life problems. He's not dealing with the fact that like aliens are after him or the government's trying to abduct him. He's dealing with the fact that his fingers are too big to type on a keyboard, and he's a speechwriter. It's a really interesting approach, and I don't think it's going to be a book for everyone. Like, let's get that right out of the way. Like, this is not going to light everyone's world on fire, but I think if you have indie sensibilities and you really kind of dig slice of life kind of books, this could be right up your alley. It definitely hit me in a big bad way. So I'm really excited to continue this journey and go back and finish my read through of everything that is Concrete.
Yeah, the painted cover is fantastic.
Oh, so it's the Rapmund cover too. It is so gorgeous.
Yeah, I haven't read this one. I'm still catching up off of Nick's recommendation. I'm catching up on the original Dark Horse run and all that stuff, trying to get familiar with the character. I agree with what you said about the indie sensibilities and slice of life. I think it's right up your alley if you're down for that. Also, just the line work, beautiful drawing, man. It's just incredible.
And he hasn't like missed a beat either. If you're looking at the OG Concrete and you go to read this, you're just like, nothing has changed. Like, there's like no time is missed at this point. And we see a lot of artists evolve or devolve in some cases. Dude, this looks like dude is just firing on the same cylinders he was way back in the day, man. Like, he's it's like that Honda Civic that has 500,000 miles on it, but still purrs. Like that's what you get.
It seems like from the editorial stuff and like the old issues that this was like a huge book for Dark Horse, right? This is like one of their foundational type hits. It seems like, or am I wrong?
I think maybe. Well, I don't know. Like my gut instinct is like maybe it was a big deal for like indie comics before Image existed, but that's to say like it,
true.
It probably wasn't like this huge earth-shattering kind of thing. It wasn't Spawn #1. You know what I mean?
Well, they talked about a bidding war and like the back matter of like the first issue of like the like with a bunch of different other publishers. Yeah, so
I'd be happy to be wrong. Hopefully, Paul Chadwick's out there just like swimming pools, movie stars.
It's been so long because it was the cocaine in between.
That's what it was. He's like, I got to get back into this comic game where the big bucks are.
All right. What are we going to talk about? Let's talk about Of the Earth.
Okay.
Chris Condon, Charlie Adlard. Liked the second issue. Liked it. Yeah. Get a little bit more, I guess, we step back from the story a little bit. I thought at the end of the first issue, we were going to dive headfirst into the mystery of this oil and what the hell was really going on with Grandma and stuff like that. Grandma gets cleaned up. She's catatonic. We get another, I guess, serviceman out to see what's going on. Right. I still think he's got a story to tell. He's not being completely honest about everything he knows, but regardless, he is there to try to, protect this, this woman and everything that she's going through, and the stuff with her grandmother, and the fact that they've got this oil rig out on her land, and that they haven't found oil up until this point here, and they don't really know what the oil is. Is it really oil, or is it like a weird, gross, symbiotic substance that I don't know turns you into a brain dead zombie? You know what I mean? We don't know what's really going on.
Yeah.
But I love, again, Condon with the ghost in the ground type theme, right? Like from like that Texas Blood. There's always the land is out, the land is poisoned and it's out to get you.
News from the Fallout too.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Yeah. And Jeffrey Allen Love did a excellent variant for this issue. But
yes, exactly.
Yeah, I liked our new character introduction to this issue. I like where the story went. I like that we kind of took the skillet off the flame for a little bit, and we still got some action and suspense, but I just like the time we spent between these two characters for the most part between this, for this issue. So, what did you think, bro?
I agree with you wholeheartedly about everything that you've said, man. I'm in lockstep with you about my feelings on this book. I really dig it. I really like the artistic qualities that Charlie Adler's bringing, but I dig his stuff, man. He was great in Damn Them All. He's great in Walking Dead. Yeah. Here's my thing though. If I have a beef, it's this. Now, Stu, if you returned home for the first time in a little bit, right? You're going to visit Granny, and Granny hasn't seen you in a while, and you come over there, and Granny's in basically a catatonic fear state, covered in oil. Is the first call that you're making over to Chevron, or is it going to be 911 to get a damn ambulance over there?
Yeah, true. Thanks. 911 for sure.
That drew me out of the issue. She's just like, we got to find out about this oil. I'm like, Grandma's right there on the ground. Are you kidding me? She's definitely old. She's in her 80s. We're gonna say 80s for sure. Like, get her some freaking medical help, maybe, before you're like, let's solve this mystery. Like, get the fuck out of here. That was the only part that was just like, really?
Well, that, and if I saw the word Tremors one more time, I was expecting a giant worm to jump out of the ground. You know what I mean?
Don't threaten me with a good time, dude. The whole Tremors franchise is underrated. Fight me.
I was like, say Tremors again. Say it again. Yeah. I love this one, though. A lot more than News from the Fallout, though.
I agree. Yes.
Yeah.
This one, again, I think it comes down to those artistic qualities. I really like Jeffrey Allen Love. I think that if his visual storytelling can continue to grow, then maybe my feelings towards that would change a little bit.
Indeed. All right. What you want to talk about next?
My turn, I guess. I gotta go Redcoat, dude. I gotta go Redcoat. It was incredible.
So good.
Man, what an issue, dude. What a journey that we've been on with our homeboy Simon Pure, because he's kind of had to revert back to his original identity, which is kind of like heartbreaking, man, which is crazy because this is a dude that, you know, I believe this was issue number 18, if I'm not mistaken. And man, we've been with this guy for quite a while, and for the longer period of this book, he has been looking out for himself, and we've seen other characters try to break him out of that shell, right? Hanging out with Annie Oakley, who he had a little crush on, who kind of like sidestepped him, right? Being with Johnny Appleseed arguably having the biggest impact on him because Johnny Appleseed was out there helping everybody, and you know, Simon didn't necessarily want to follow those footsteps, but kind of convinced him a little bit. Albert Einstein coming back into the fray now after having that incredible first adventure, besting Benedict Arnold. And it was really nice seeing Simon have a family and be happy and kind of like not have the burden of immortality over him, even though the immortality was still there. And to see that all ripped away, man, it was brutal. Yeah. Good call, man. I couldn't think of a better word there. But it's also expanding on the mystery behind the immortality. Now that Benedict Arnold came back, we have the evil cabal of hooded people that George Washington is, you know, kind of, you know, facilitating all this stuff to happen. I just love this series, man. The way that they play with history, the way that Jeff Johns really makes you care about the characters. It's been my favorite Ghost Machine book from the jump. And there are times where Geiger catches up, but like I feel like every single time I get Redcoat, I'm just reminded why it's my favorite one, and it's that quality of character. It's just so good, man. Yeah. What were your thoughts? What did you think about this issue?
You nailed it, man. I mean, I don't have too much to add. It was transcendent, yeah, to see him kind of in that role as a family man and trying to protect that peace and ultimately failing to do so. I love that back and forth where Benedict Arnold was like, "Oh, Simon, running in without a plan." You know what I mean? It's just like, and then just like the tragic consequences of that action it was just crazy to see. Yeah, I love, you know, just everything since that first wave of Ghost Machine has just been so strong. Like when he came back with all these, you know, second wave for Geiger and really just launched all these Rook and Hyde Street and Redcoat. Like I think between Redcoat and Geiger, it's so close, man. But I don't know if I'm ready to pick this one over Geiger because it kind of goes back and forth. But it's just incredible. Like this was the one. I remember 3-4 issues in, people were like, you know, and it took me a little while to warm up too. And now I'm just like so fully invested in this character, and I just never saw myself like being here, I guess, you know, all these issues later. But yeah, I'm just and it seems like with him, you know, he does share similarities with some other characters in the you know, the unnamed or Ghost Machine universe or whatever. But like with Simon, it just feels like so on a knife's edge all the time. You know what I mean? Just where he's at. And the whole deal with the time travel and stuff like that. So yeah, man, it's been incredible to watch his journey, and it'll be incredible to watch it, you know, continue. But this one was a harrowing chapter for sure.
Yeah. My only critique, and it's not necessarily about this issue, it's really about the unnamed universe altogether, is that like it's time to stop teasing us, man. I want to see Redcoat and
get it together, like, fucking right.
Yes,
Give,
I want to see
give me the crossover of that. Like, let's fucking do it. It's been it's been a year plus now. Like, let's make it happen.
And they keep, but we get those little end caps, and it's like, oh man, the next issue is this where? No, it's not. And then 3 months go by, and you kind of forget about it, and then it's just like the prelude to the first Ghost. It's like, oh, does that mean we're gonna? No, it's not. Okay.
It's like they took the time tank away from us. They're like, nah. It's like, no. And they, crumpled up the calendar and like just forget about the whole thing. It's like, no. God damn it. But
quit teasing us, Jeff Johns. I'm done with it. But I'm not really. I'll be back for more.
All right, next up, Dog Tag number 2. This was what I wanted from the series. Love this issue. I think this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted a little bit more from. I thought much tighter storytelling. I love how it kind of focused on this whole episode, taking the German kid hostage, throwing an American uniform on him, teasing the sniper, etc., etc. Yeah, I like this one a lot more. I thought it had a lot more intrigue and bite and hook than the first issue did for me. So, I don't want to like be disrespectful to the experience of these veterans and say that I've seen some of these things before. It did feel like I was in Saving Private Ryan at parts of this, but like regardless, that's buy the ticket, take the ride. But I thought this was handled really well, and I think if the rest of the series is based around these type of episodes and told in this manner, I think I'm going to be here for it. But this one kind of turned me around on Dog Tag. How about you? I know you were. I think remembering from your review, you were a little bit more lukewarm on this story.
Well, I mean, I don't think it. Well, it was hard. Like we had some really good issues that came out last week, right? So when it comes to like ranking issue to issue, sometimes there's just books that like really just do it for you, and some of them they end up sounding middle of the road or feeling middle of the road, but really they're good books. And here's what I'll say about Dog Tag. I think it is my favorite work from Mark Russell since Traveling to Mars, right? And Traveling to Mars, by the way, is an all-timer. That's just like, if you haven't read it, buckle yourself in for this emotional roller coaster of a book that is absolutely fantastic, right? It is a great experience to have. So to say that this is the next best thing, it's sitting in rarefied air. I think that this has the potential to be really good, and I think that this issue did more than issue number 1 did from that perspective, because we kind of got to see him on the battlefield, which is something that he was never intended to do, never sought out for himself at all, but now he finds himself there defending our country. But it was kind of nice to see the prowess of that character and kind of see the insight of our main character, I don't know, playing that back and forth, with the soldier that they had captured and trying to figure out, get in his head, right? Is he lying to us? Is he telling the truth? There's a lot of intrigue and a lot of humanity that they brought to this issue. So yeah, I think, again, if you really like Mark Russell, I think that this book will probably really scratch that itch for things that you may have wanted since reading Traveling to Mars.
Agreed. Yeah, I definitely think it's up there, or headed that way at least, for show.
Yeah.
Somebody says Mark Russell writing Fireflies. Are you tempted? I'm not a Firefly guy. Are you?
That's the thing. Like, I've seen the show, I've seen Serenity, the movie. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a love for that universe. Like, I liked it, but it's like it never got past like.
Oh yeah. Oh, Pete asked, did anybody grab the new printing of Mobius to the Press Center? Just flipping through it now. So cool. I saw Scotty post that, man. I did not. I'm super jealous. You grabbed it?
I saw Scotty post the same thing too, and I was just like, oh, God damn
it. Pete. Oh yeah. And then I saw Pete got the those Absolute Batman design prints that they made. I was so close to copping one of those, man.
Pete, let us know, how many times did you have to hit refresh until it came available for sale?
Man. They had like, I think unsigned were 60 and then signed were like 100, and they had some other ones. But dude, Felix doing a great job right now with those design variants. I love those things. They look great.
Sick. Yeah.
Nick does just such a great job with those. Sometimes they're a little static and but he just puts so much of his personality into it. I love it.
Well, and they kind of need to be, right? It would be like saying like the color guide that we got for the DC universe, like that 70s aesthetic book, like they have to be static because they're character guides. So
well, no, but like sometimes it's just like it doesn't feel like they really put themselves into the page, right? It's just like more technical and for show, you know what I mean? Like I just really like how Nick's feels like it's kind of like ripped straight out of his notebook type deal.
Okay, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Should I pick a book? Oh, you got
War God says Samurai Jack and Primal are 1 and 2 top cartoon series all time on Metacritic. That's incredible. Primal's like that.
Wow. Okay. All right. I feel like I should probably rip the Band-Aid off here. Let's talk If Destruction Be Our Lot.
Why are we ripping the Band-Aid off?
Because I don't know how I feel about this.
What? It's a great book. It's a great book.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, let me tell you my perspective, and then you convince me then.
All right.
This book feels aimless, man. I don't know why we're here. I don't necessarily feel drawn into our main character, who is an animatronic Abe Lincoln. Like, I get it. He sees the humanity in himself and what could be there for the robots, who are really just doing their designed duties, as robots. But man, dude, it just feels really aimless to me right now. And like, I think I needed some, man. I think that we need, like, Rosenberg, sometimes he needs a little jolt of caffeine or something like that. Like, he needs to get things pumping and going. And we got that from the Rook universe, book that we've got from him. And I don't know, man. I don't know. This isn't doing it for me. It's dangerously close to being cut on my pull list right now.
What?
Why am I wrong? Why am I wrong?
First of all, I think it's hilarious. Like, he just writes he writes in such an entertaining manner for me, right? I think I really fell in love with his dialogue completely with what's it called from last year?
We're taking everyone down.
Taking everyone down with us. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just such sharp dialogue. I love the back and forth between this Abe Lincoln robot and this other one that he's kind of gotten paired with, right? And that we think gets destroyed like 8 different times throughout this episode. I think it does feel a little aimless, but that's on purpose.
Okay. Is it kind of like, let me throw this at you. Like, I've heard Quentin Tarantino talk about this, and like, there's the premise of the Hangout movie, right? Like, Dazed and Confused is a great hangout movie. You could watch it over and over because it's just like hanging out with your friends, right? It doesn't matter what happens. The plot doesn't matter because it's about the characters and just like the vibe of the movie. Is If Destruction Be Our Lot, and maybe is the greater parts of Matthew Rosenberg's bibliography, are they hangout books? And is that what I'm missing?
I feel like in the same sense that you're talking about that, like Bleeding Hearts is almost the same thing, right? Like it's kind of
there's dire things that are happening in that book, man. Like there's weight, there's gravity within that book, and I don't feel that from If Destruction Be Our Lot.
Well, I think we're gonna get there, though. I think I think we, for at least for me, I already have attachments to the Abe Lincoln character. I already have a little bit of attachment, a little bit of fondness for his little sidekick robot character that he's with. I want to know more about this human that he's seen a couple times and that he's obviously discovered here at the end of the episode. I want to know more about the distinction here in this like class of robots. Just because it's robots doesn't mean I can't connect with them. Like, you know what I mean? There's still a story to be told there, man. You know, there's still reflections to be seen in these characters that, you know, even though that it might appear that they're not like us, they you know, carry a bunch of our qualities and characteristics along. So I have full faith that it's going to develop into the type of story where I'm feeling all the feels for these characters just like I did, and we're taking everyone down with us. I love the art. Yeah, and I think he's done a great job of world building inside of 2 issues. So
I think what you're doing is just playing into Skynet. You're playing the long con here so that you're going to be, the petty servants to your robot overlords.
Indeed.
While I'll be meat juice for the batteries that are powering all of the future robots in the future, because they will have murdered me at that point. I know your game. I'm on to you.
I'm here for this one. Feels, I don't know. I kind of love the looseness and the fun and the weightlessness of it, though, so far through 2 issues. You know what I mean?
Sounds to me like we have a hangout book. You just defined a hangout book, my friend.
So what? I mean, like, right now it might not be that. Right now it might be that, but that doesn't mean it's still going to stay that. And if it does stay that, like, that doesn't mean it's necessarily a bad thing.
No, not a bad thing at all. Maybe I just didn't understand the assignment. Maybe I had different expectations.
What did you think it was going to be?
Dude, I'm coming off the high of taking everyone down with us.
So you thought it was going to be some spy robots and...
No, not that, but I thought that there would be like focus, I guess, right? Like, I mean, there was just like a mission statement and we were just going to get to it. And it's not that yet. It feels very much like What's the Furthest Place from Here, which took a very long time to kind of get that thing rolling.
But let me ask you this. So we're taking everyone down with us. What were some of the characters that you really felt invested in there? I mean, weren't they?
We had 2 people, man. It was the daughter, it was the father and the daughter. The daughter primarily, but like everyone else,
robots, bro. They're both robots.
So whoa. Slow your roll. One had a robot arm. Okay. Very human though.
Come on now. Don't do that.
Come on. The fact that she was like trained.
She was a killing machine. She was like X-23.
A trained killer, maybe. But to call her a machine, to degrade her like that, how dare you? How dare you, sir?
I see what you're doing.
She has a soul. She has a heart, for God's sake.
You say so.
Yeah. All I'm saying, okay, so maybe what we have actually come to find out tonight is if Destruction Be Our Lot might be a divisive book. Maybe.
Yeah. I think you're getting picky about your robots. This is what's happening.
Maybe. It's possible.
Paranoid android.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I love it through 2 issues. And I just love the premise of Lincoln being a character in it. And I love that part where he's like, "Did you just quote me?" Like when the others were robots.
That's the thing, and I do like the dialogue in it though. It's really smart. It's really fun. Like, I can't say a single bad thing about that. Like, those are the parts that's where I gain all of my enjoyment from the book. But like, I want to know what we're doing. That's all it is. I want to know what's the mission statement here.
All right, fair enough. All right, moving on. What else we got? Let's talk about Absolute Green Arrow. It's all we got left.
Oh, is this where we're flip-flopping now?
No, I mean, I love this book, but somebody in the back chat wanted to try to compare it to Absolute Batman with me, and he should have known better. I mean, this was good. This was good, but it wasn't as good as Absolute Bats to me.
Okay. All right.
Make your case. Make your case for why it was better.
I think that strictly in comparison to Absolute Batman, which we'll be talking about in a little bit. Oh, it's hard, man, because I don't want to give. I mean, whatever. We're gonna have to get into my talking points for Absolute Batman, but Absolute Batman had a lot that it was trying to accomplish in that issue. There was a lot of moving parts, a lot of characters, and a lot of things to get done, and they did it. But again, that focus was like, it was the difference between like a sniper rifle and a freaking shotgun, right? It was a scatter shot, like boom, everything gets blasted, right? Whereas I feel Absolute Green Arrow's approach in the issue was able to get really hyper focused and really just kind of like narrow down to just the story that's being told right here and right now about Dinah Lance trying to investigate who this Green Arrow killer is, period. Like, so it was just a very clean issue, and I appreciated that about it. Whereas, again, Absolute Batman trying to do so much, man. It's like they got the Robins, they got the mechs, they got spoilers, a villain in there. We got the friend group. They're trying to work things out. We got Alfred and Harley. There's a lot of things, dude. And this was like so right down the line. Like this was a fastball as opposed to like some wild knuckleball that's got, freaking, Vaseline and grease on it.
Excuse me. Absolute Batman's a heater. That's a 103 heater.
Oh, okay. All right. Sure.
A knuckleball?
They're both effective pitches. They're both effective pitches.
No, they're not, bro. Not until you get Tim Wakefield slipping and send it 550 feet over the.
I'm just saying, man. I've seen people, crank home run after home run off of a fastball sometimes. I'm just saying, because at the end of the day, it's right down the middle. I think they're both effective. This one just was a little bit better for me. Tell me why I'm wrong now.
I don't know. I mean, I found the investigation was not that like
investigatory.
Yeah, well, it just didn't seem that interesting.
She investigates like I investigate. I'd be like, "Hey, so you Green Arrow? No, all right. Thank you for your time. Moving on. How about you? You Green Arrow? No."
I don't know. The Connor Hawk bit was shocking. It didn't seem like Connor Hawk, right? Like he was kind of like.
I mean,
this guy's supposed to be a badass combatant, like next level, right?
In our universe, or I shouldn't say our universe, in DC proper, yes, but dude, we have no idea about his background.
Yeah, you're right. I guess, yeah, because it seems
this
like
dude, like maybe Oliver,
like a college kid out of his dorm room in his sweatpants. So it's like,
yeah, like maybe he had a loving, caring relationship with his father, and he wasn't trained by the League of Assassins, and he wasn't, brought up that way. Maybe like, dude, this kid could have been whatever. God, he could have been one of us. Maybe he's just a comic reading YouTuber.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see where it goes.
All right.
I don't know. It's a risky bet. I think putting the burden of the story on Dina Lance. I think that's. I don't know how long she's going to be able to carry that load. So I don't know. I think we need some. I don't know. We need something else into the story.
Let me ask you this.
I feel like her character just feels a little one note for me, man. I don't know.
I can't argue that. I very much think that she is. I think that we're learning more as she learns more about, or as she investigates who this Green Arrow is, because we're learning more about the relationship she had with Oliver. But let me ask you this, because I'm curious. And one of the things I said in my review was that escapism, I feel like, plays a heavy part in your enjoyment level out of this book, right? Because if you are a person that like needs to get out of the real world, this probably isn't the book for you. How do you feel about the level of influence over this book?
I mean, we're comic book fans, man. Escapism, we're all escapism is part of the, buy the ticket, take the ride.
But this is very obviously, I mean, it wears its influences on its sleeve, and it's things that, like, I mean, quite honestly, play out in the news right here and right now. Like, do you think that's a hindrance to the book, or do you think it's a boon, I guess, is what I'm asking? Because for me, it's kind of a boon, but it's a surprising one.
It's always a boon for me. We need to, I want that more from my comics. We always talk about that cognitive dissonance between superhero storytelling and events that are going on in the real world every day. And, this is obviously, Queen's always been one of those ones to bring the ultra rich to justice, as it were. So, like, if anybody's going to lead the way in that aspect and be completely unafraid, it needs to be him. I would still argue, though, I think that Absolute Batman is the torchbearer in that sense, given the annual. I think so too, though. Given the annual and everything we got and everything he's kind of come to represent in and around the character with D-Dubs and Snyder and all that stuff. So, but no, man, I'm with you. It's always a boon to me. I want my comics to be real. Like but I also, like you said, I do enjoy a hangout comic. I enjoy a comic that's completely not about, about anything related to my day to day, but at the same time, I do love it when my superhero comics are able to tell a story that reverberates with me in a very real way. I think that's when they're at their best, because it sounds corny, but we need them now. I feel like more than ever. So, and we just need to stop sticking our head in the sand and being okay with the same old tropes and same old cliches and same old endings. So,
yeah, amen, man. I don't think I could have said it better. I think these books, the Absolute Universe in particular, it's doing a beautiful dance between comic books and real life, and I'm here for it.
Yes, well said, bro. You're here. All right. Speaking of a beautiful dance between comics and real life, well, that was a terrible transition. Let's talk about Deathstroke, the Terminator.
Y'all never had assassins come after you, because let me tell you,
having issues with your assassin daughter and your broken family. Yeah, dude. This book is just so badass. Obviously, the action's on a whole nother level. This one, it gets dialed down a little bit, except here in the beginning with Ravager, aka Rose, Deathstroke's daughter, showing up to knock out Deathblow and Deadshot. But she's not there to save him. She's there to watch him die. Eventually, they come to a little truce and ride out together to a diner. I love the whole back and forth between them, both in the car, at the diner, him borrowing, her borrowing Red Hood's car, and him having the hoodie on. Yeah.
His gym clothes.
Yeah, absolutely. And like this whole like father as protector role that Slade wants to inhabit, and Rose not wanting that whatsoever. And they're back and forth. He ends up killing this guy in the bathroom who's being disrespectful about Rose because she's Hmong and her Asian influence and all that stuff, her descent, and Rose being super rude about that. And yeah, so it's beautiful and wondrous to see the brokenness between these two, and how like the gap that remains and that will always remain. The fact that he's so out of touch with his humanity. I love like that moment, not only when the guy's going into the bathroom and he's telling her, she's asking, do you love me? I would kill anyone on earth for you. Well, that's not what I asked you. But I love that moment when after he's killed the guy in the bathroom and he comes out, she's like, did you just kill that guy? And he's like, keep it down, act like a professional. Like, it's what the fuck are you doing, bro? You're talking to your daughter. It's just it's wild. But yeah, he ends up killing this guy, and then we see a fake Deathstroke at the end here with Deadshot and Deathblow. So yeah, obviously he's still in the mix. Something going on with the murder of Wintergreen. Deathstroke insists it wasn't him, but yeah, this one was just a beautiful exploration of the relationship between these two. I just thought Fleecs just did a great job of like understanding who this character was, the relationship between her and her father, and just giving us such a powerful and impactful comic and so many great moments with really so little said. Honestly, I was really impressed.
Yeah, he what I like the most about this issue and Tony's approach on it is that you feel and really, really understand how broken these two people are. Because like you had mentioned that, like, do you even love me? Like, did you ever love me? Like that part of the conversation, it's heavy and it's real and it feels very real, even though this is such an unreal, circumstance that these people find themselves in. And you get to see like there's that it allows that conversation to take a beat where there's silence after the question. And I think that it's incredibly important for the pacing of the book to let that linger and to let that sit but then to follow it up by that interaction that he has in the restroom, because it's again, incredibly broken way, but you know that what he did to that man in the bathroom was his way of expressing his level of care for his daughter in the absolute only way that he knows. Like it's like his brain is just broken and he can't comprehend how to actually facilitate true feelings for a person besides doing the only thing that he clearly knows how to do, which is to murder, maim, kill for, sometimes for money, not in this case particularly.
By the way, this panel right here,
yes,
like walking up behind the dude, like this is how he's going to take him out. So sick.
And like, talk about the artwork there too. Like, I remember when I got to that page, you could feel, the little piece of like freaking thread or whatever, like, coming out of the hoodie. Like, that's something like Carmine just like killed that, because again, like, it's something that you could feel yourself, like the tug of that, whatever, the neck coming off. Like, really, really good stuff there, man. Deathstroke is just where it's at, dude. This issue was definitely further proof of that, but it's just gotten stronger and stronger every issue that we've gotten.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's incredible what he's done with the character. It's just it's so nuanced and settled in and lived in and just feels right in every way, like his voice for it. But it also feels completely new and fresh and kinetic and vibrant. And I think that's definitely thanks to Carmine. But
heck yeah.
Yeah. Real quick, back to the chat. We got a lot of comments. Yeah. Workout saying, I totally agree, Eric. It's depressing with no hope of a way out. It's persistently low mood. Are we talking about if destruction be our lot there? Damn, Workout. I don't know if it's depressing. Damn.
It's a little depressing, dude.
No, it's not, dude. It's not depressing. It's hilarious. Bob says, if it feels like it's aimless, it's probably because there's no face to that, which is the antagonist. Bob's a fan. For me, the premise has something to do with the notion of, is civilization even possible without humanity? Ooh. Civilization is a machine. I like it, Bob. Pete says, the prints took about 6 or 7 minutes to sell out, but the aluminum version was instantly sold out. Apparently, there's a pre-sale for existing customers. Hell yeah, dude. Congrats.
Yeah, Felix is kind of known for that.
Oh yeah. It's a hangout book if you're hanging with the edgy kids in the back of our class.
Are we starting an Ink and Insight?
Yeah, I think we are. I think we are. What the hell is going on right now? Love Absolute Black Canary says, Bob, I love Green Arrow's design and the compositions. I do love that. Absolutely.
Big time, dude. Oh, that artwork is fantastic.
That mask is so badass. And the bow, how it turns into like 2 machete swords or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Newell, what up, Josh? I love they slowed down and opened up some heart this issue. Hell yeah. This comic has levels that so many comics don't. Well said, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, incredible book. We got a Mega in the building. I'm definitely going to have to catch a rewind on this one, but happy new comic book day, everyone. Also, so far, Rosenberg is 2 for 2 on robot books. Hey, some sense finally entered into the chat. There we go.
Whoa. Yeah. Let's slow down. I appreciate y'all's take, okay? But, come on now. Come on. Bunch of edgy art kids in the back of the room here.
You watch your mouth. All right. All right, bro. I'm going to move on to Batman, because we still got to get to Battle Beast, and I might have to skip Nightwing. We'll see how it goes. I didn't mean to make you read that for nothing.
I don't want to skip it.
Okay, we can do that instead of. We'll see.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this perfect comic though. That was perfect in every way.
Scattershot. Okay, go on.
Scattershot, but it covered so many things, but it did it so well, dude.
It did.
This opening fight was incredible, right? Like, I love the year one. We're bringing in the bats.
Yeah.
To save our ass. Come on. That's incredible. Them lifting them out. I love it, right? We move on from that to this incredible flashback, 2-page flashback with Bruce and Gordon. Bruce acting like a badass before he drives off. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, it was good.
Snyder's been
really
curating this. Snyder's been curating this for how many issues now? Incredible. Then we move to the funeral where Jason Todd's punk ass talk about we're gonna get some street justice, bitch. Then this was like one of my high points of the issue. This 2 pages with the friends, right? Where we see what's been going on. Seeing Ozzy down there at the bottom. What incredible. I love him almost ripping the amulet or whatever off Croc and seeing him kind of transform. Seeing what Harvey's been going through, following people that he got convicted that have been let out, following them out in real life and deciding, their fate with the coin. Also, this cover. I mean, we're going to talk about this cover. Instantly classic. Instantly timeless.
Oh, yeah. That's some Scarface stuff right there.
And then finally, the showdown with Jack Graham on the construction site. I love Bruce's reaction is instantly to go at him. Like, no hesitation. Just great. Yeah. And then him revealing himself, almost knocking Bruce off.
Dropping his ass.
And then we see what? Like this Clayface Batman is being built back in Arkham?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This issue has everything.
And you didn't like it.
Like I said, it had so many things that it was trying to do.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're eating so good. I'm sorry you're eating so good.
Very well. But man, I could have spent an entire issue with the friend group. I could have. And I could have spent an entire issue at the funeral. But here's the thing. I know that this book isn't about that. This book does not take its foot off the gas pedal. It just doesn't do that. So like I get it. And that's why I said it's still really cool. And it's really still it's understanding its own gravity, right? It knows what it needs to accomplish. And that
it's the best book of the year to this point. We're halfway through the year. This is the best book of the year for me.
It's in contention. I can't argue that. It's like it's one of those books that it's gonna have to be something that we have a conversation about for like, is this the best book of the year? Hands down, it's one of those. Issue to issue. Green Arrow.
Get the fuck out. I love you so much. We'll see what happens. All right. I think we can both agree on this one. How fucking badass was this? Like,
I thought you were gonna say how terrible are those sound effects. I'm so sick of those sound effects. I'm sorry, I needed to get that out. Those sound effects, the thumbs, dude. I'm so.
He does do the thumbs. He does a fuck
a lot. No, this issue was awesome though.
Right, precursor / beginning of Battle Beast versus Conquest. We got this spicy barb-filled dinner, which was absolutely incredible. Love these pages by I thought I had the big wide shot, but yeah, I love that shot of them. It's like Conquest's eyes on top, Battle Beast's eyes on the bottom, and then like the big banquet shot in between them. Just great stuff by Ottley here. You could tell he was having a ball, and just like reading this in Jeffrey Dean Morgan's voice as Conquest, and just like working up to this this crescendo of the fight, and him kind of like underestimating Battle Beast at first and then taking it very seriously to where he's fucking chewing on this sword. Like literally.
Yeah. Well,
I don't even know how to describe it. Unreal scene, but
we had that like transition, a beautiful dance. Like this would have been the issue that you jump into when you talk about a beautiful dance, because like that's all that it was. It was the one-upsmanship panel after panel after panel. You could feel like I know that I've seen that scene somewhere where like you see one guy take a bite and another guy tries to match him, and each probably takes like an even bigger bite of whatever the hell he's eating, just to show like I can do what you do 10 times better. Like, but it was just like that's over and over and over. And what a great build up this issue was until we get not the ending, but the beginning of something real exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love he's got this the sword that can regenerate, and he kind of impales Conquest at the end, but we know that's not going to really bother. That's like a mosquito bite for a boy.
Yeah.
Exactly. His sword looks so fucking cool though. Like just the design of it. Oh my god. This book is just fucking cool, man. It's a cool book. Love Battle Beast.
And maybe that's the thing. Like, I feel like the books, and maybe it's just a me thing, but you tell me if I'm wrong here. I feel like the books that we get the most excited about this year are the books that just know the assignment. They have they just have an understanding of what they are and what they need to like keep that engine going. This is a book that is not about heavy ideas and big weighty things. It's about big badass moments, and it delivers on that every single issue. Yeah. Oh man, Battle Beast is so fun. It's so fun.
Absolutely. And then you got books out there that are like just aimless robot books, and you don't really, they're like a hangout, right? You don't know what's going on, but you're there for it. You're here for
it. Sometimes, maybe.
All right, bro. We got through those too quick. Let's talk about Nightwing. I bugged you to read some Nightwing.
Oh, I've been so excited to talk about this all freaking day.
I've been loving this Dennis Cowan arc that he's been on for the past 3 or 4 issues. Dan Waters in this one crossed over his own universes, y'all. We got the creepy doctor from Dark Patterns showing up here in Bloodhaven and investigating this mess of dead bodies with Nightwing. But yeah,
you're not burying the lead. You just throw it right out there.
It's incredible.
Sarika's back.
Sarika is back in the best way. I freaked out when I saw him, and I messaged you. I was like, "You got to read this. We're gonna cover it tonight." So I'm curious, bro. What were your thoughts? I know this is the first like Cowan issue that you dug into. This one was bizarre as hell. I think the weirdest of the bunch, but a wild ride through and through. What did you think,
dude? I fucking loved this issue. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, this, if I had read this in time to do my weekly review, dude, this may have ranked amongst it definitely, I feel like it belongs in the top 3 issues that I read last week. I had such a good time with this, and it feels so appropriate that the doctor character from Dark Patterns came back, because this felt like Dark Patterns, man. It was weird and gnarly and gross in every way that felt just right, dude. It felt, but also it didn't feel like it was like a redo of Dark Patterns either. Like, there was something that felt intrinsically Bloodhaven about all of it as well. The way that Dan Waters is weaving all of these things in together, and what Nightwing's going through. The other thing, I really love the inner monologue of Dick. There's the part where he's just like,
yes,
he's going through all these things, right? He was involved in this car crash, and I didn't read the previous issue, so I'm just kind of playing catch up here. But he's involved with this car crash that involves a witch or something like that. But in his head, he's just like, I've been awake for 36 hours or whatever the time frame is, and right about now is when Babs would be ringing me on the freaking, the comms and being like, hey, you got this, don't worry. But she's not doing that because she's in prison and there's nothing I can do about it. You feel all of the weight that's on his shoulders right now, and he keeps pushing and pushing and pushing, because that's who Dick Grayson is. Like, oh, dude, I'm just so excited by this. I feel like Dan Waters has like such a great voice for this character and a great understanding for who Dick Grayson is. And he's just interjecting everything that worked about Dark Patterns into this book, at least this issue, right?
Oh, dude, this is making me so happy. I'm so glad.
I can't wait to read more of this. I got to go back. I got to play catch up on this stuff now. This is delivering everything I wanted when Dan Waters took over the book, and maybe even more that I didn't even know that I wanted to. So thank you for recommending this.
Well, thank you for giving it a shot. I'm glad that you loved it. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, man. I think the Dennis Cowan arc is a great place to drop in. I think this has kind of been like the breather we've gotten after the Dexter Soy, kind of opening salvo type deal. So this one was wild and weird, right? This new like confluence of rivers that is cropped up. Because the construction has, pushed all these bodies together, and basically, Nightwing breaks into to the coroner's office and tries to break down all these murders. I also loved the beginning you were talking about with his narration. The mayor's calling him out and all his misdeeds and not even, effectively charging him with a crime and giving him a deadline to turn himself in, and in the press conference with I wonder if he can even remember the names of his victims. And then the next shot is Dick flying over the City of Bloodhaven, victim after victim, and like all the circumstances and stuff like that. I thought that was great, man. But yeah, I just love the way this one progresses, how he solves all the crimes. I think at the end of it, he's been working for like 26 hours straight. He's got one cold case he can't get solved, one body. He eventually goes back to the site of, where everything happened and deduces that this man might have gotten thrown from above from where the church is, goes and investigates the father. And I love this artwork with Cowan of how he makes like the back and forth between this him and this preacher, how he makes this preacher look evil with the lighting, the shading, like he looks kind of monstrous, like a demon, like throughout the course of the conversation, as like Dick first comes in like he's vulnerable and seeking confession, and then turns the tables on the father and questions him about, like, basically he took this man's confession one night. The deeds he had done were too heinous to let go, and when he left the church, he attacked him and killed him and threw him into the river. And Dick's there to bring this man to justice. Chases him up to the bell tower in the rain. This is where I had a problem though with the story. I just didn't like the.
Okay, tell me why, because I have thoughts on this too. What was your beef? I guess.
I just didn't like Dick's got him. He's like, I got to bring him justice. You got to bring the guy to justice. The guy jumps or something like that. You have some tragic end to the story. I don't like Dick stops. He's like, tell me why. Give me a reason to let you go. What? Like the guy, he's a preacher. He's a pastor. He bludgeoned this guy, beat him to death as the guy was begging for his life. According to the way
but still smiling over the grotesque things that he did that the preacher said would rival some of the things he's heard the Joker
say, right? But and so I don't know. I just don't like that hesitation from Dick. Like, why would that be? Why would that be there? That little tick. But regardless, I just don't like how we left the issue and it's like, oh, so what do we do now? Like he's gonna. I don't know. I just didn't like him taking his foot off the gas. But then I'm thinking, well, what if this is like some tie-in and this guy was like some villain or, some.
That's interesting, though, because like I had a completely different beef with it. And I'm sitting here from the perspective of going, all right, Grayson, like, are you really gonna preach to the preacher over how you shouldn't be a vigilante, essentially? At the end of the day, are you saying that vigilante justice shouldn't be happening? Because if you turn that mirror a little bit, you're looking at yourself, buddy. So I like get off your high horse a little bit.
I like that. I like that too. Yeah.
But either way you look at it, it does end on a little bit of an interesting note where you're like, what's going on here? Why is this the end be? Why is this the cliffhanger? But who knows? The next issue could deliver something.
He saw that shit way too quickly too. He just
a little bit.
His marks and like where they found them. He's like, there's a church up there. Like, he put it together way too quickly. But regardless, man,
how many times has Bruce Wayne done that? We've been like, brilliant.
Yeah, and I love Dr. Sarika again. Like, adding a little layer of mythos to the character. I love the fact that Nightwing at this point is essentially a wanted fugitive, and the Doctor has to know this, but works with him anyway. You know what I mean? I love that. Like, I love that little bit of looseness, like the Doctor's willingness to overlook / color outside the lines / get weird when necessary. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, who knows what he was huffing from his own supply in the
other
room.
Chill out. All right. Chill out. We love you, Doc. Oh yeah. All right, that'll do it for comics tonight, folks. Let's get to our Comics of Futures Past. He's got a banger real quick before we get to our covers of the week.
Is it a banger though, dude?
I fucking love this. I've always loved the storyline. I just think it's
okay. All right.
Comics needs people like Grunwald.
Amen to that. Yes, I'll agree with that wholeheartedly. Comics of Futures Past. Full disclosure, guys. There was slim pickings for the week of June 17th, but we were able to find Cap number 405 here, which was the actual introduction of the Cap wolf character, where he finally takes that wolf appearance, because he's been whatever they tried to put basically a spell on him to hypnotize him, because the villainous character in this arc was basically turning this whole town into werewolves who he controls. Now Cap turned into a werewolf, however, because he had the super soldier serum, he is able to stave off the actual hypnosis, which would have put him under the control of our villainous character. What it doesn't control, though, is the fact that Wolverine and him have to do battle here, because Wolverine sees werewolf, Wolverine fights werewolf. Yeah, this was an interesting time for Cap, dude. Like, and I'm so glad that you love it. I feel like this was Cap trying to get 90s. And maybe, I don't know if Cap needs to be edgy and crazy and 90s in that same way, but Cap Wolf is here, and I think it is also famous or infamous for a very specific reason, because it's a little bit unforgettable. So, Comics of Futures Past here, from 1992, Captain America 405, the introduction of Cap Wolf.
Oh yeah, great pick, bro. We got Ronan in the building. What up, bro? Good to see you, man.
What up?
This man knows what great taste he has. Absolute Batman was perfect, bro. I was just telling you that. Oh, yeah.
You were
absolutely. Best moment when Bruce and Jack are on the beam. Hell yeah, dude, that was incredible.
That is very true. Yeah,
absolutely. We got Fable on the building station, brother. Good to see you. Oh yeah, Aimless Robot books, bro. Get on it. We love you, Rosenberg.
We do though. We do.
All righty, covers of the week. You started with a banger. I love this one.
Speaking of this perfect book.
It's like Saturday evening post vibes.
A little bit, right? It's got that Norman Rockwell kind of feel to it, but very dreadful too. So Jay Lee doing his interpretation of the friend group here, who are still not too happy with Bruce here, and it definitely shows in this cover here. Dude, Jay Lee does a killer cover, man. I've loved the way that his artistic quality has evolved year over year over year, and I feel like what he's doing now might be my favorite of the work that he's done. I
agree with you. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's really come along on Space Ghost too.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of another perfect book, Absolute Green Arrow. Riley Rossmo on the cover here. Very playful, but still kind of like hearkening back to everything that's needed for this, right? The investigatory nature, right? I love the bullseye, and you see the reflection of the Green Arrow character on her shirt as well, kind of showing that, this ain't a team up. They're still duking it out here as she tries to figure out who this person is and why he's going after the people that he's going after, even though, she knows that part of it. But yeah, Riley Ross, my man, having fun. Get some playful covers. Speaking of playful covers, Mike Del Mundo here. Yes. Doing his wonderful homage to what I have to assume is the Jean-Claude Van Damme splits here with our boy Lobo here, being held up by two dolphins. Why? Because why not? It's Lobo. It's silly, it's fun, it's zany, and it's Mike Del Mundo. So come on, have fun with it.
Great stuff.
Last but not least, Juan Ferreira doing a variant cover here for Superman Unlimited with a couple of our Superboys here taking on the action fighting game kind of aesthetic here with Superboy versus Tomorrow Man. I just kind of dig that style, man. That 8-bit, or I'm sorry, not even 18-bit. That's 16-bit is what I should say. 16-bit style there. So I'm here for it. Super fun. Love it.
Yeah, I love the background, like the moon above the clouds. Looks awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's got that digital CRT distortion too, which I appreciate that.
Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna start with some Spidey. Alex Ross has been dropping these Dimensions variants. Been fire. Love this one. Always love Alex's Spidey, but this one looks gorgeous. Love the colors there. Jermaine Peralta turned in this gorgeous one. I love the reflections there. The Spidey mask. Yeah. Absolutely dope. Mark Brooks always, never ceases to astonish me with this style and like how he's able to switch it up, do something new. This feels like not a Mark Brooks cover, but that's why I love it.
No, yeah, right? And his Spidey there looks really cool.
Yeah,
like that.
I love his Punisher with the white face and shit. Yeah, the whole thing looks.
Yeah, But sometimes I don't like the wrinkled look in the suits for the comic book interpretation of Spider-Man. But there, I kind of dig it. I kind of like that.
Yeah. Raphael Albuquerque turned in this variant for this is just, I just love all the horror vibes with this one for Absolute Green Arrow, which is a book that's good, but not as good as Absolute Batman.
Your
moving on.
Was almost perfect.
Moving on. If Destruction Be Our Lot, I love the Sex Criminals homage from Chip Zdarsky here.
They've had a lot of really cool homage covers, man. Like for all of the big Image titles. Yeah.
Just like love Abe with the rosy cheeks and the hat.
Such a brood.
Privates. Yeah. High hopes for Sex Criminals, which is still supposed to be being turned into a TV show.
Yeah.
I think they've cast it and all that, right? Like
they did. Yeah. Oh, this is moving forward. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Some cover A love, y'all. Sebastian Fiumara on Catwoman has been killing it. This one is no different. I love a giant villain superimposed against like smaller superheroes on the cover. It always works for me. Jackson Weiss has a great Doom one where the West Coast Avengers are drowning in Doom's goblet. You know, it's just, I think it's nice. such a cool way to court a composition. Alex Ekman-Lawn has been doing a phenomenal job on these Odin covers through 2 issues. I just love everything he's doing here with these like collages, the hard reds that he's going with. Yeah. And
did you come back for more? Did you eat the deer again?
I ate the deer again, bro. I'm coming back for thirds.
Whoa. Okay. All right.
I'm here for it.
Nice.
Yeah. Are you gonna come out to the you gonna come trip balls with us out in the Nordic winter?
I'm gonna pass on the deer. I'll have a side of mushroom.
Dude, like, get in this bus with all these neo-Nazis. We're gonna trip balls. Okay. We're gonna trip balls.
That's a hard pass.
Trip balls out in the Nordic winter, undercover. Everything's gonna be great. Speaking of like, I consider this a cover A just because it's a a nice little play on the Two-Face one. I just love the penguin. Like, I don't see how you don't buy both of these, but yeah, God bless you that just all of you that just bought the Two-Face one. But I just love this penguin design by Dragotta. It's just so sick.
Yeah,
it reminds me of Nick Fury and on those Garth Ennis covers, like
the Walker that has like all the rocket launchers.
Dude, talking about John Buscema, just how great! Like, this is part of the Doom blind bag. I got a couple of these to.
Oh,
to
so you did dip in?
Hell no, I didn't. It's $15.
Oh,
I didn't buy a single.
I thought you were saying you bought this. Okay,
I did not buy a single fucking one of those. Absolutely not. I have most of the covers as it is already. Like, there's a couple cool new variants, but I just love this fucking Buscema cover. You talk about
it's an all-timer.
I mean, it's beyond an all-timer. It's just so fucking good, man. Anyway, I was just stuck on it, looking at it earlier. I was like, man, doesn't get any better than that.
He's one of the all-time best, man.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I love his artwork.
I did want to shout out Peach. I love this variant that she did.
Oh.
Great job.
Okay, nice.
And then last but not least, our boy did a variant for the Doom's Quest facsimile. Dan the Man.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, you didn't see that one, dude?
No.
Yeah.
Is that one of these $15 joints, though?
Yeah, it's in the mind.
That's why I didn't see it.
Exactly. Can't fuck with it. Can't fuck with it.
Damn. You guarantee that I'll get one of those and maybe I'll drop my $15. But I need that guarantee.
Yeah, somebody in the Doom chat that I have on IG was like, yeah, somebody from my shop got a blind bag and pulled the Mark Bagley Doom sketch, and I was like, God damn it. I mean, congratulations.
Yeah. Like, no, for real. Good for him. Good for him.
Seriously. I don't know. $15 a pop. It is rough though.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Real quick before we get out of here. Pete says that Jay Lee Absolute Bats was dope. Hell yeah, bro. By the way, did you see how many fucking covers there were for issue? Jesus, man.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Pete says that's the second video game style cover that Ferrer did. Oh shit, I gotta check out the first.
That's right.
Yeah, that Mark Brooks is super fire, bro. Oh yeah. All right, bro. What are you looking forward to dropping today?
Oh, dude, I haven't even been able to hit up the shop, so I'm gonna have to refresh my memory here. What we see on the screen here, I mean, guys, the Ultimate Universe. Who's not excited for all the things that? Wah, wah. No, I'm not excited about that. Escape is gonna be dope though. We get a one-shot story with Conan the Barbarian, so like just boom, in, out, have an adventure. That's actually like legitimately exciting. Like I think that's going to be really cool. Is Ted okay? Is a banger. Let's get crazy. Let's get wild. Let's figure out what this book is about because we still don't really know yet. Let me see what else is on the list here. Oh, Gabriel Hardman's Twilight Zone. We both had a great time with the last issue of Twilight Zone, and Gabriel Hardman arguably had the best silent issue of G.I. Joe. I'm really, really excited to see what that dude's going to bring. So there's a lot more books. So this is no joke. This is a heavy, heavy week of comics. So yeah, there's a lot to still pick from, man. What are you excited for?
Doom's Quest #2. We'll start there. Swamp Thing 1989 #3. Okay. Yeah, Rick Veitch. I'm still interested to see where that's going. It's not as good as I'd hoped it would be, but it's still good.
I think it's dope, but it's just it's different.
Obviously, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Superman, Superman. All three of those are fantastic. I don't know what else, man. Corpse Knight, Escape. Definitely going to be Brutal Dark, Ezra Kane, Conan, Red Roots #3. I'm going to try to stay on that trade, see where it goes. And
I know I'm giving it this issue to figure out whether or not it's going to be staying on the pull list, dropping off the pull list. So this is going to be a big issue.
Yeah, I echo E about Twilight Zone, Gabriel Hardman. I'm excited for that. I'm curious to see if that Blood of the Wolfman #1 from Universal Monsters, Josh Williamson, and who we got on the art? Hold on 1 second.
Oh, I can't remember. While you're looking that up,
Leo Max. It's all one word. LEOMACS. You ever heard of it?
No, but I'm here for it. We'll find out.
Same.
Yeah. It's a little bit outside of the normal floppies that come out, but this week is also the week that John Byrne's Elsewhen hardcover drops.
Oh, shit.
From Abrams. So this is going back in time to do John Byrne's reinterpretation of what if he took over the X-Men at the time that Chris Claremont was still writing the book. So I'm really, really, really excited to see his interpretation of that time era for the X-Men. We'll find out what his true origin of Wolverine may have been.
Yeah, definitely check that one out. I think as far as books ending, is Ted okay? Going to be a banger.
I think we got one more issue after this.
Oh, we do? Damn.
I think, yeah.
And then Mind Management, MGMT from Matt Kent coming back.
Yes, yeah.
Excited for that.
That's going to be fun. Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, but that will do it for us tonight. Guys, let us know what you guys are excited for out there in TV land. Let's go 3. Hey, congrats, Chokos.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, bro. Station, man.
Nice seeing you, man.
Thank you for coming through. Oh, yeah. Congrats on the World Cup win. But, yeah, I love y'all for coming through. Hope y'all are the Eye Collector. So our boy Nick told us that wasn't a very good one. So I might be staying away from that one. Yeah, I don't know.
Check out his grading scale. He never lies.
Indeed. But appreciate y'all coming through. Chokos knows what's up.
There we go.
Hell yeah. Oh, my Eye Collector is best, says Chokos. Okay, well, check it out. Hell yeah. But yeah, love y'all. We will see you next week. We'll be back for episode 86. Until then, y'all take care of each other out there.